Alright, so let's talk about GloRilla for a second. You remember GloRilla, right? Memphis girl, broke as hell, grinding before the fame hit. I'm talking about the GloRilla who was out here just being herself. Natural, raw, real.
Now I'm gonna make fun of you every time I walk out the door. Every time I go in the door, I'm gonna make fun of you. I don't care.
The one who hadn't blown up yet, didn't have the checks rolling in, didn't have an NBA boyfriend on her arm. Fast forward to now, she's got the money, she's got the fame, she's dating Brandon Ingram, yeah, the NBA player, and she's living that life. But here's the thing, people are starting to ask questions, and not the congratulations on your success kind of questions. Nah, they're asking, wait, is that even the same person? Now look, a few months back, GloRilla got a rhinoplasty, a nose job, and that's when things really started to shift.
And y'all, we could tell that she got a nose job. And she came out and said, Eddie, that we already knew. You didn't have to tell us. And it's, when I tell y'all the nose is so ugly, it is, y'all, it's like this.
The public reaction? Woo! It's been all over the place. You got people in the comments like, I don't even recognize her anymore. Who is this? And then you got the other side saying, nah, she looks great. She leveled up. What's the problem?
So if you haven't been paying attention, this picture of GloRilla has been going viral on the internet because she looks completely unrecognizable. People are comparing this photo right here to this early picture of GloRilla, and I'm not gonna lie, it looks like two completely different people. This just goes to show you that you were never chopped, you were just broke. We see this all the time with celebrities because they get work done all the damn time. Somebody has said, I think it's either multiple layers of filler / Botox. This is the point where the enhancements should stop, but they always keep going and become unrecognizable.
So which is it? Does she look unrecognizable, or does she look better than ever? I mean, damn, the internet can't even agree on what they're looking at. But here's what I want to know, and I think this is the real question nobody's asking out loud. Who is she trying to impress? Because think about it. GloRilla's fan base? Mostly women, probably majority black women. These are the people who've been rocking with her from day one. She was already lighter skinned, already had a look that people connected with. She already had the man. She already had the bag. She already had the love from her fans. So, why the surgery? Is it industry pressure? Is it something deeper? Is she trying to fit into some mold that somebody told her she needed to fit into? Because here's the thing, she's young, like really young, and she's already making these drastic changes to her face. That's concerning. You feel me?
I do not think that Vivica Fox is an ugly woman. However, this looks normal. Besides all the Botox, and they put too much Botox in the forehead, so it's spreading the forehead, because what it does is stretches your skin out when you do Botox, and when it dissolves, your skin gets thick. It's kind of like losing weight and gaining weight and losing weight, and the skin starts sagging, so they put more Botox in so the face gets bigger.
And you know what? This reminds me of Vivica A. Fox. Now, Vivica didn't get a nose job, but she did get Botox, and she got a BBL. And listen, Vivica was always beautiful, always. But that Botox, man, it didn't do her any favors.
It looks like a normal 50-plus-year-old black woman. The BBL's a little off. It don't match the legs, but pause. Who is that? Who the fuck is that?
It changed her face in a way that she wasn't expecting, and honestly, she was so embarrassed by it that she started using AI to fix her appearance in photos. Yeah, AI, to undo what the Botox did, and people clowned her for it.
What's going on? What's going on, Vivica? What is this? They say you looking like Tyler Perry.
They mocked her, they made jokes, and it's like this woman was trying to stay relevant, stay young looking, stay in the game, and it backfired hard. So now I gotta zoom out for a second, because this isn't just about GloRilla. This isn't just about Vivica. This is about a pattern, a message that's being sent to black women in entertainment, and honestly, black women everywhere. Think about it. Megan Thee Stallion, surgery. Nicki Minaj, surgery. Cardi B, surgery. GloRilla, surgery. We're talking jawline reshaping, work around the eyes, nose jobs, BBLs, the whole nine. And it's not even about skin tone either. Light skin, dark skin, in between doesn't matter. Women across the entire black diaspora are participating in this. And what message does that send? It sends the message that what you came with isn't enough. That your natural features, the ones you were born with, the ones that make you you, they need to be fixed, adjusted, upgraded, like you're a car that needs a tune-up. And here's the scary part, these surgeries don't just stay looking good forever. You keep getting Botox, you keep getting work done, eventually, your face starts to swell, it starts to distort, you start looking different, not in a good way, in a what happened way. Lala Anthony, Vivica A. Fox, we've seen it happen. The more you do, the more it changes you, and not always for the better. Sometimes it straight up disfigures you over time. That's the risk. That's the long-term consequence nobody talks about when they're sitting in that surgeon's office getting excited about the new them. And now, here comes the part that's gonna ruffle some feathers. Because somehow, some way, black men always get dragged into this conversation.
The black men always resort to attacking black women's hair in an argument. You know, people argue in life, it's a normal thing. On social media, why are they so quick to attack a black woman's hair by saying, oh, where's your real hair? Or, oh, you're wearing a wig or frontal installation, whatever. You would think out of anyone, they would understand it the most because they grew up with moms or maybe sisters as well. But no, anytime they're on the back foot, it's straight to the hair. They're dissing their own women's.
Oh, black men don't like natural hair. Black men want this, black men want that. Black men are misogynists for not liking certain hairstyles or surgeries. But hold on, let's be real for a second. A lot of these changes, they're coming from women's insecurities, not men pushing them to do it. I'm not saying men are perfect, far from it. But let's not act like dudes are out here demanding their girls go get nose jobs and BBLs. Most men I know, they're not asking for that. They're not requiring it. But women go get the surgery anyway. And then when it doesn't work out the way they thought it would, who gets blamed? The men. It's always the men. And speaking of men, let's talk about whether these surgeries even help women get the men they want. Because spoiler alert, they don't. Men are not choosing women based on BBLs and rhinoplasties. They're just not. You think a dude is sitting there like, you know what? Her nose was too wide before, but now I'm in love? Come on, let's look at the track record.
I made a post about how black women are upholding this whole texturism thing in the black community, how we're the only ones complaining about certain textures. We're the only ones complaining about, not being able to manage our hair. Why are black women commenting talking about, oh, it's black men's fault? What the fuck do black men got to do with the fact that you don't like your hair? Mind you, as a black woman, I have never met a black man who did not like natural hair. But for those of you who have, what kind of niggas do y'all even be around?
Cardi B got all that work done, and she's still playing side chick to Stefon Diggs. Nicki Minaj got her surgeries, and she's married to Kenneth Petty, a man with a very controversial past. And GloRilla, we don't know what her future holds yet, but the surgery didn't lock down the relationship. She already had the man. So what are we doing here? What's the point? Because here's what really made these women popular. It wasn't the surgery. It was never the surgery. Cardi B blew up because she was funny. She was relatable. She was real. People loved watching her talk and crack jokes and just be herself. That's what got her in the door, not the body. The personality. Nicki Minaj, talented as hell, charismatic, connected with her fans on a level that most artists can't even reach. People loved her, the person, not just the look. GloRilla, same thing. She was authentic. She was down to earth. She was someone people felt like they knew. That's what made her a star. The surgeries didn't do that. The surgeries came after. And yet, these women become the beauty standard. Young girls look up to them. They see the surgeries. They see the transformations. And they start thinking, oh, that's what I need to do to make it. That's what success looks like. And meanwhile, a lot of black men are dating outside their race, going for women who haven't had all that work done, women with natural features, women who look like, well, women. So I gotta ask, if you're a black woman getting all this surgery, and the men you're trying to impress are out here choosing women who didn't alter themselves, what was the point? Why risk it? Why go under the knife if it's not even getting you the results you thought it would? Because let's be clear, women are literally risking their lives with these surgeries. People die on the operating table. People get infections. People end up disfigured. For what? You wanna glow up? Cool. Hit the gym. Take care of your skin. Eat better. Work on yourself mentally and emotionally. Level up your personality. Build your confidence. That's a glow up. But cosmetic surgery, it's not gonna get you more friends. It's not gonna make people like you more. It's not gonna guarantee you love or respect or acceptance. That's just not how it works. What really matters, what always matters, is human connection. It's your personality, your kindness, your ability to relate to people and make them feel something. That's what builds real relationships. That's what makes people care about you. No surgery can create that. No amount of Botox or BBLs or nose jobs can make someone love you. And at the end of the day, all that stuff can backfire. We've seen it. Botox backfires, BBL BBLs backfire, rhinoplasty backfires. You go too far, you end up looking like Lil' Kim, unrecognizable. So here's the core message, and I need y'all to really hear this. Women, black women especially, you gotta love yourselves. You gotta embrace what you were born with. You gotta offer value beyond just what you look like. Because no matter what you do, somebody's gonna criticize you. You could be perfect, and somebody's still gonna have something negative to say. Changing your entire face isn't gonna stop that. If anything, it just gives people more to talk about. And GloRilla, she's not gonna lose her fan base over this. Her fans didn't fall in love with her nose. They fell in love with her music, her energy, her vibe. That's what keeps people around. So at the end of the day, remember this. Human connection will always beat cosmetic surgery. Authenticity will always win. Focus on bringing real value to the table, not just what's on the surface, but what's underneath. That's what lasts. That's what matters. All right, y'all, that's what I got for you today. What do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments.